We got beef. We've got beef. Silva is sending shots. He is insulting and abusing Arsenal. These guys are trash and they're in Liverpool and these guys are a bunch of cowards. Is he speaking facts or is he just being very frustrated by the effective Arsenal tactics used? Let's talk about it. Shout out to your boy Mikey O. Michael Oliver, he ruined what would have been a really good game. It would have been a really good game. Like, look, Trossard was stupid. He shouldn't have done that. You could argue he deserved the yellow. You could argue about Doku kicking the ball away. Was there more time added on? Who cares? Trossard was an idiot. He warranted that second yellow, but we were robbed of a great game. I think at 2-1, we would have had a very interesting side because I thought the game was going to be trash. I thought Arsenal would be negative. But once the 2-1 up, I thought, okay, this could be very interesting. City at home, now having to chase being down 2-1. But Silva, he had some words. Maybe the Liverpool have already won a Premier League. Arsenal haven't. The Liverpool have won a Champions League. Arsenal haven't. Liverpool always faced us face-to-face to try to win the games. The games against Arsenal haven't been like the ones we had and have against Liverpool. Here's the thing. So obviously, look, I think context, like, remember, Liverpool only won the Premier League in 1920. So 17, 18, 18, 19, they had never won a Premier League. Arsenal have won a Premier League, but I think it's relating to this generation of Arsenal with Arteta and this group who have not won a Premier League. And of course, my Arsenal fans, you've never won a UCL. But I'm just trying to understand where Silva is coming from here. Because, I'll just pull out small. Because my thing is, what did you expect Arsenal to do? And you can't expect every team to come out and play to you. Because, I mean, this is something I will get onto when I expand upon it. The goal is to win. It doesn't matter how you win. The goal is to win. Defensive, attack, men behind the ball, terrorism for football, gung-ho. Whatever strategy you use, the end justifies the means. At this level of football, at this super elite level where there's so much at stake, the end always justifies the means. So you can take issue with whatever means I used to try to beat you or restrict you. I couldn't give a damn. All that matters is the result. But you see, Silva, he's not, new to this. Remember, Silva's the same dude who he said what's up, and so this is the God of Honor after Liverpool won their Premier League, and he was the only guy who didn't clap. Now, I support this. Guys, make no mistake. I support this. I'm one of those guys where, I like to be a prick, rivalry-wise. There's no such thing as a good loser. I want to be a bad loser. And I want my rival to hate me. And I will never clap for my rival. I'll never say, oh, good job to my rival. No. Okay, you got me this time. I'm going to get you the next time. So all this will just really expand upon what you're saying here. See, so many people took issue with Arsenal's tactics once they went up 2-1 and how negative they were. And I think Bernardo Silva was like, bro, come out and play. So if Arsenal attacked, came out and played, gung-ho, and City now win 5-1, Pep will now come out and say, quality team, amazing team, really good. They play some great football, but I'm sure they're going to do a lot better. Oh, cool. Thank you for patting me on my head, but we lost. And I think what Arteta has rightfully understood is no one cares about you playing amazing football. The worst thing is your rival beating you and complimenting you. Let me give you this scenario. I would rather I beat my rival and my rival hates how I beat them than I beat my rival and my rival commends me. As my rival, I don't give a damn about you saying, oh no, you play really good football. Oh, it's, I really appreciate how you play. No, I want you to hate me and I want you to hate my strategy. Because from a rival, I'm not here to look for your commendation. I'm not here to seek your approval. You're my rival. I'm here to beat you. And I want you to hate me. Arsenal's tactics were completely right. You see, only idiots, dimwits, and brick-headed idiots that have zero ball knowledge would take any issue with Arsenal's tactics. Because you stupid morons, Arsenal were winning 2-1. Arsenal were a man down against one of the best teams in the world who are extremely good at the crib. And as we saw from that game, City found it difficult. So what Bernardo Silva is saying, Bernardo Silva, you're just showing your frustration. That's because, let's be real, those quotes is frustration that they didn't win the game. Because let's be real, Arsenal were like seconds away from winning that game, which would have been crazy. The fact that City did not beat Arsenal when you had a man extra at home for 45 plus minutes, that is insane. Based on just the level we put City at and how good we know they're at, the fact that you couldn't beat a team who had a man down and he had 45 plus minutes, it's insane. And I don't want to hear anything about how, but they had men behind the ball, they're not playing football. That is, you're a loser for saying that. So let me get on this straight. The team that's winning 2-1, they should now open up and play into your hands? No, we are 2-1 up. The onus is on you to break us down. Forget about us. We're going to do what we do. We're winning. And our aim, the last I checked now, maybe things have changed in football. Last I checked, isn't the aim to score more goals than the other opponents? I think the aim is to put the ball inside the fishnets more than the other opponents. So if I'm winning 2-1 and I have a man down, I want to protect my lead. If I can add, maybe, but if I protect my lead, I win the game. But you are losing the game. So it is down to you to score, and I am going to make it as difficult and as frustrating as possible for you to score against me because I'm winning 2-1. And at the end of the day, Arsenal will feel frustrated they didn't get those extra points. But I'll be real with you, Arsenal should just feel angry that they did not win the game when they came so close. For City, you should have won that game. You had a man extra for 45 plus minutes. So again, guys, you have to understand that if everybody plays the Pep way, football is going to be boring. I'm sorry, that's boring. I don't want everyone playing one particular way. The beauty of football is styles make fights. Attack against defense. Counter-attack against balanced. Gung-ho against using wing play, or a team using central play, team using wingers, a team using false nines, a team using two strikers. We want to see different ways of playing. But you see, you're looking at this rivalry now. And look, here's the thing. This was not a rivalry. This was friendly. This was very friendly indeed. Like, at no point did I see Liverpool. Do you know why it was not a rivalry? They did not hate each other. They respected each other. And you see, yes, Arsenal have not yet won a Premier League with this generation or won the UCL. But I actually am liking the animosity between Arsenal and City than with what happened in Liverpool. The best thing that can happen for this Arsenal City is if Arsenal win the league. Then it makes things extremely good. But if City win, it's like, okay, boom. But you look at the end of that game, that's what I want to see from the rivalry. Because let's be real. PK said it. PK said Pep went on a sabbatical because it became too toxic. So when I say Mourinho ran Pep at the time, people say, oh, have up your line. Gerard Piqué literally said, and this is the guy who was in that team, in the dressing room, close to Pep, said Pep left, took a sabbatical because Mourinho made things too toxic. That's the kind of rivalry I want to see. I don't want to see friends. I don't want to see people say, oh, I respect you. No. Pep hated Mourinho's approach to playing football, and Mourinho hated Pep's approach. They had no respect towards each other. That's what I like. I don't want to respect my rival. No, I don't want to. I want to hate my rival. I want to piss my rival off. And if we meet in an alleyway, I want to go to blows. That's what it's about. Like, what made Barca Madrid so good, despite them having the best players in the world at that time, was there was true hatred between them. They both wanted to win badly. And it was so bad, it got so deep, it almost affected the Spain team. And Del Bosque had to do a lot to try to ensure it's not mess up the Spain team because there's a history of Spain, Catalonia, the political underpinnings. But this is what I mean by a rivalry. This is what I mean by rivalry. This was never a rivalry. It never was. It never was. Like Pep and Klopp liked each other. The Liverpool players and the City players, there was mutual respect. There was mutual respect. So as we watch, even when you watch the games, you just watch the games for the entertainment, for just the football on display. But there was nothing deeper. I think that things have now changed now. The way that this ended, Haaland throwing the ball on Gabriel's head, Havertz running into Rodri, Partey running into Rodri as well, maybe causing his injury, Haaland running into Havertz after the kickoff, and Haaland pretty much saying to Arteta, be humble, be humble, be humble, and him and Jesus going after it. Things have gotten real right now. And I think that, because you have to understand that we're living in a very different world now. Social media exists. This is what I always, and this may be in another point here. There's a lot of hatred towards Arsenal. I don't hate Arsenal. Again, I don't know how I can hate a team that I've never won a UCL. That's one thing. But some of my really good friends are Arsenal fans. So you can't use the extremely loud, attention-seeking people on social media to now use that to paint all Arsenal fans like that. Told you, shout out to your boy Bill, shout out to my friend Des. Extremely sensible Arsenal fans. And these are my friends who completely don't act like the kind of psychopaths you see on social media. So, but I feel that for City and for the players, they know of Arsenal's popularity, the fans' popularity, and maybe their hatred towards them, and they feed off of that. So I do think that for City, they do revel in trying in beating Arsenal. And I do feel that because of the nature of the Arsenal fan and just how loud they are, this is a different kind of opponent than Liverpool. Again, I can't call this a rivalry because Arsenal need to win the league for it to be a rivalry. They need to win. Until they win, this is still a one-sided beatdown in favor of Man City. But what I like about this is there is real animosity here. There is real animosity here. But what I say to Bernardo Silva is, no, don't you dare critique how a team plays. Beat them. However a team plays, whatever tactics they use, beat them. Like, I do not understand the notion when people say, oh, you're playing. The notion of negative football does not exist. I'll be real with you. I hated tiki-taka. I despise that tactic. But it was effective. So I would never say, oh, man, stop playing tiki-taka, or why do you play tiki-taka? My frustration was, beat these guys. Someone needs to come up with and beat these guys. Because what you have to understand about football is there is no one tactic that beats all. Pep will never crack the code of football. Ever. Because if Pep cracked the code of football, he'd win the UCL every single year. There's one thing winning your domestic league every single year. No. If you crack the code of football, you'd win every single trophy every single year, and you'd win 99% of your matches. But we all know that if you sit back, men behind the ball, stop all the vertical passes from City, who are a pass-first team, and then you now have an outball because they play so high, there's space in behind. That is the recipe to beat Pep, and has always been the recipe to beat Pep from day one. Because Pep doesn't have a plan B. He doesn't have a plan B. He needs his players, and once he gets his specific players, it's plan A or nothing. So look, my pick is for Arsenal. Arsenal are still... No, sorry. City. Man City are still my pick to win this. You know, I still... Strongest squad, best coach, best team, Erling Haaland, goal tax. They're still the ones. But Arsenal psychologically asked some questions. Because I still do not understand how City did not win that game. I don't understand. And Arsenal put up an outstanding defensive display. Because football isn't just about scoring goals. It's about scoring and restricting your opponents from scoring. Because I repeat, the aim is to win. It's not to win by 5 goals. It's not to win by playing entertaining football. The aim is to win by any means necessary. And Arsenal were a minute away from winning that game. So 100%, of course the tactic was effective, because if they'd used another tactic, they'd have lost 5-1 then, but they were close. They were literally a minute or seconds away from winning that game. So of course it was effective, but just like football, things happen. But ultimately, as angry as Arsenal should be, City should be more frustrated because, bro, yes, we stopped them from getting 3 points. We had a man extra at home, and we could have beaten our nearest rivals. So we could have ensured they got 0 points, and we could have gotten those 3 points. And we should have, because we were playing at home with a man extra. So us drawing with a man up, that is an L for Man City. It is an L for Man City. Now, what this means for the rest of the season, I still feel City win this. They're just too strong. And I've said, the moment Arsenal did not get a striker and attacker and put all their faith on Kai Havertz, it was all over. But we await and we seek what happens.